I don't know. We don't honestly know what happened, but we're
All
gonna
right.
make it work today.
Yes, sir.
So we live right now. We're going to be streaming over all of my stuff, all my different pages, as well as the YouTube channel. We're gonna let everybody know to come on over to YouTube to do that. Let me go ahead and update, and you can actually go on your phone and start sharing it too, so everybody going to see this.
All right.
So
Let's do it, man.
so let me go to my page and make sure everything is right. Privacy, boom. I shared to a couple of pages too. Share to groups. So everybody going to see. So we good to go. We are good to go. Welcome everybody. Welcome to the stream. Sorry about the technical difficulties. We move everything over to StreamYard. One thing about an entrepreneur, guys, you got that backup plan. We could have easily said, you know what, let's reschedule it, but we stuck in there and we're going to figure it out. Today we got an amazing webinar, aka live Facebook, where I got my guy, the Rehab King, Okenno Johnson, that's going to be dropping some major gems. If you ever been interested in flipping houses and doing it right and being profitable, I think you should stop what you're doing, get out a piece of paper and a pen, and be prepared to get some nuggets handed to you. Like I said, this broadcast has been streamed on multiple platforms. Do me a favor, if you're watching it, share this out to everybody. Let everybody know, what we're doing, so we can really take everything to the next level. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce my guy Okenno, Rehab King Johnson. What's up, Okenno? How you doing?
What's going on, big bro? I'm here chilling, man.
That's good, man. Glad to see that you're doing well. I know you down in Atlanta, doing your thing, educating yourself. How the weather down there?
Man, it's humid. It's different. Up north we got a it ain't this humid, man. It's humid, but I'm enjoying it.
That's good, man. How long you gonna be down for Atlanta?
I'm gonna be here tomorrow. I'm on the hustle and implement the thing. I'm gonna be here.
That's
It's
good.
2 days. I'm gonna be here until tomorrow.
That's good, man. So yeah, we got a crazy presentation today. We're gonna be teaching people what fixing and flipping.
Yes, sir. We show how to flip money, flip houses with no money, no credit.
There we go. Awesome. So yeah, I want to share my screen really quickly so everybody can see the amazing presentation you got for them. Boom. Let me know if you can see it.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. So tell everybody who you are, man.
Hey guys, what's going on, man? I'm Okenno, the Rehab King Johnson. Um, I've been flipping housing since 2019. We think we got that in the spread in the slides, right?
Yeah,
All right. So I don't have the clicker. So yeah,
I got you.
I'm Okenno Rehab King Johnson. Been flipping houses since 2019. I'm a licensed contractor. I'm a licensed realtor. I'm also a master rehabber. Special. I got my certification from Lee Arnold School of Real Estate. So I went to school and learned the stuff. So I'm not just talking based off my. I actually learned from somebody that's doing big time as well. I'm a member. Well, I just got out of the army. I was a member of the Army Reserve. I'm on standby still. My 6 year contract just went up, but I also have an 8 year contract. Um, you can skip Antoine. I just put my hand on you to skip like this. So, guys, I start from humble beginnings. I started off. I my mom had me when she was young, so I lived in the country with my three aunts and my grandmother, and my step grandfather, and we were all sharing that closet right there on your screen. So I moved out at like age 16 to go live in that little house that you see right there. I moved out, live on my own, and went to school. I went to school in the inner city, so I had to take like a 2 hour drive every morning. So I go take a shower in the river right there, take a 2 hour drive, and just want to show you guys, if I can do what I'm about to show you, you can do. Anybody can do it. Let's go. Let's go, Antoine. Now, every year I go back and give back, man. I have a special place in my heart for the elderly, and I have a special place in my heart for the kids and single mom. I have a special place for these three people only because, I can. It's just I relate to them. Somewhere in my past, I was rocking with elderly. I love kids. I got a beautiful daughter. To get it, Antoine. That's my why. So I always give back. Yeah, that's my why right there. It's my beautiful daughter, Soraya. And this is why I do it, man. This is why I go hard every day. Also to give back, able to have the opportunity to give back to help people is a big accomplishment. Money can't put the value on. That's why I love the freedom that real estate give is allow me to help to do what I truly like, which is helping people. And I want to show you guys how it started. And you guys, for those of you who follow me, you can see my stuff. You know that this is no cap. This is all real. So it started. I worked at JRC, George Rottenberg Center. When I came to America, I said it on a podcast the other day. I did the jobs that nobody else wanted to do. So George Rottenberg Center, if anybody knows it, is somewhere where you take care of like people that with special disabilities. I was doing all the jobs that most people typically wouldn't like. Next thing I did, when I went to the army, I went for reserve. So reserve meaning you drilled once a month. So it's not so much full time commitment. So I worked part time at a state job, and that job changed my life forever because that was a job which I saw the commercial where I went to the Lee Arnold. I invested 25,000. While I was on overnight, I saw the commercial say, "Come to this program, you can get $250,000 pre-approval to buy a house." I was like, "What?" Once I went to the program, I literally went signed up before the break, and the rest is history. I'm also electrical school dropout. I left I when I left DYS, which is Department of Youth Service, I worked a little bit for this company called Relco, and I was doing electrical. To this day, electrical is my strongest suit. I'm really good at electrical, but I dropped out of electrical school. I never heard about electrical school dropout, but I'm an electrical school dropout. Let's go, Antoine. So I bought my first house in 2017 off Hubzu, and this also changed my life because I was able to leverage this house to do what I'm able to do in terms of getting the education. So I know I'm going to teach you guys how to flip house with no money in the pocket, but I want to show you. I didn't just reach where I'm at. There's a little this right here helped me out. So what I did was with those 2 years, because when I came, I met this guy called Antonio Nato. Shout out Antonio wherever he is. I always trying to shout my guy out because he gave me the blueprint, and the blueprint that he gave me was, the little they know, I use his realtor and also use his broker. And at the time, I found a house on Upzoo as an auction house. I was at work when I actually got that house. So DYS is special to me because while I was working there, I remember I locked myself in the office and I was at Upzoo. And whoever know Upzoo is an auction site. When the thing reached 5 minutes, each time will count down, it'll bounce back when it reached like if somebody else outbids you. So long story short, I saw the house. I closed my eye. I said, God, if it's my house, it's my house. I friggin' won the bid for 170. I couldn't believe. But the house needed work. So when I got the contract, I brought it to the broker. She's like, this house won't be qualified for FHA. So what I did, the house needed work. I went to her. She's like, all right, let me figure something else out. She got me to do the FHA 203K. FHA 203K allows regular first-time home buyers like me or anybody else that's first time home buyer, once you have all the credential but the house need work, they will lend you, there's a program that they will lend you the money to do the they will lend you the money to buy the house and fix it up. So I pulled a line of credit on the house and use the line of credit to invest in my education. And that education, you'll see how I move from here, to I moved from that level to eventually writing a check for $25,000 to Leonel, which bounced on the first one. There's another story, it's a local bank, but anyway, bounced, and then we sold it, and they were, the rest is history. Let's go, Antoine. I don't get into that too much. I'm sorry, guys. I wish I could click, but we just getting it done. Antoine has the mouse right now, so he's the one that's clicking. Yes. So, guys, for you guys who follow me on Facebook, y'all know you see me when I moved from the Tundra up top, the 2000 Tundra. I used to pull in a junkyard. I can't forget. And oh, by the way, the first thing I bought, and I learned this from Lee, I bought a dump trailer. That was my first investment. But as you guys can see, the truck that I have could not manage a dump trailer. So I didn't care about like what other people thought. They got the job done. And as a result of that truck and that trailer, I was able to successfully do a couple of flips to be able to purchase this truck you see down the bottom, cash. So flipping really changed my life. I don't have no debts. I don't have no debts right now. Flipping is really allowing me to give me a little bit of freedom so I can help everybody, my family, and, help people, and my beautiful daughter. Let's go. And I'm going to show you guys how I did it. So this was just a planner I did. I went to Mexico, Cancun in December, and I just did this for myself. I'm still on track, and I just want to show you guys. People always ask how much flip you does, how many flip you do. Listen, guys, it's not necessarily how much you do, but you gotta focus. Like, there's many ways to get to a goal. You can wholesale and get to the goal. You can flip and get to the goal. You can wholesale and get to the goal. So I was like, I have a plan A, plan B, plan C. Because if one plan doesn't work, I'm gonna go to the next one, and that's what you see. Just like today, we had one plan, didn't work out, but because we committed to delivering to you guys, we went to our next alternative. And if plan C doesn't work, definitely plan D gonna work. But my goal this year is to make $1 million, and we're on track. Let's go, Antoine. So for you guys, I know we got a lot of beginner people on this live. I just want to show you a few lingos that you need to learn when speaking to people, because if you're in this thing, in the real estate world, you don't want to go up to people, just all tacky. You want to at least learn these. And to me, we came up with these. These are the basic that you need to learn. ARVs, after repair value. That's the price that you think the house can sell for. FHA, those are my clients. Those are the people I serve. Those, aka the Federal Housing Authority. OPM, that's this is why you guys are here now. I use 100% other people's money. Okay? LLC, you definitely need a LLC to protect yourself, and also no lender will lend you money to you personally unless you have some private relationship. But any institution or OPM, they're gonna lend to a LLC. EMD, that's an earnest money deposit. Earnest money deposit, this is the money that you show to have skin in the game. I don't care if it's $1. For you to have a legal, valid contract, you need to have an EMD to make any contract valid. It's not anything valuable. I don't know if they can use gold, but I know you need to have some monetary consideration to make the contract valid. DOM, that's days on market. Days on market, I'm going to get into details to show you my structure and how I use to flip house. But this is very important because a lot of people send me deals. Oh, because I also have a thing that I'm challenging 10 people to help you guys do your first flip. And a lot of people send me deals. I'm like, Okenno, why you ain't do it? Because the days on market are for the other comps are too long, too crazy. See how they want to. You can't come to something that's 90 days on market. You know what I'm saying? The maximum I need is 30 in this hot market. And 30 is too much, but I'll do it 30. MLS, that's where I sell my product. After I buy it off market, I sell my product on MLS to FHA buyers. I want you guys to see how this all correlate. When I buy the houses off market, I sell it on the MLS to FHA buyers. Normally, those are typically my clients. You have other clients, but typically my clients are FHA. You need a purchase and sale agreement, and comps are comparable recent sales. We can move on. So what's the deal? A deal to me is different from everybody else. I know a lot of people say I get picky, I get cocky. Hey, look, this is what I've been using. I'm yet to lose any money. Yes, I'm yet to get negative on a flip. I never ever um I've made like the least I've made is 9,000, no, $11,000. I checked it the other day. 11,000 something. That's the least I've ever made on a flip. However, I've never been negative on a flip. And so far, thank be to God, I've never been negative on a flip. And it's just because of these criteria. I Guys, you make your money when you buy the house, not when you sell the house. So now, just so you know, if you make the money when you buy the house, not sell the house, it's very, 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 very important that you it's very, 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 very important that you follow somewhat structure and stick to it. I stick to this. This is my Bible. It's also in my group, Rehab Kingdom. So basically, I do not buy a house if it's less than 3 bedroom. I'm not doing no value add. Let me take that back. If it's in a top area, I might consider, but not for this market. I don't have time to waste. But if it's less than 3 bedrooms, I don't want it. I need 3 or more solid comps. Guys, comps meaning similar properties, meaning the property has similar square footage, similar built, stuff like that. Um Less it needs to be 3 miles or less. And if it's in a rural area, you can, if it's in a rural area, 3 mile. But if it's in like a regular suburb, a mile radius. You know what I'm saying? Because for you guys that are in the city, if you're on this side of the block and you go 200 I gotta put some lotion on. If you're on this side of the block and you go a couple meters up, you might be in a war zone. So I stick to that less than 3 miles, less than a mile within the suburb. But if I'm in a rural area, I can go a little bit out. 30K or less in repair, no structural issues, and or mechanical repair. And I do not do septic. I do not do septic. I've never bought a house with septic, and I'm just gonna let it stay that way. And the reason is typically your septic repairs, if you have a failed septic, is gonna run anyway from 25 to 30,000, and right away that's gonna take away my repairs, and I stick to my script, so I know for sure if it has septic, I stay away from it unless it has a very recent passing septic certificate. Okay, and I personally, I like to stay between 350 price point for my houses that I buy, and the reason I do that is I stick with a 350 price point because when you go over 350 in the $500,000 range, the buyers get too cocky. If you go too low, the buyers get cocky still. The sweet spot for me, which 3 or more bedrooms, my typical buyer is a mother, father, and kids, or husband, wife, and kids. That's my typical buyers, traditional buyer. And these traditional buyer, these traditional buyer, the working class family in my area. Your area might be different. In my area, they typically qualify for 350, and those are comfortable price point. Let's go. So that's a deal to Okenno. If you got a deal like that, it'll definitely get you the money. And also, I forget to mention, I use the 70% rule. You can go back, Antoine. I forget to tell him. I use the 70% rule, and it's never failed me yet. But a lot of people, when they calculate the 70% rule, they forgot the all-in cost. Listen, guys, flipping. Oh, everybody loves to talk. Oh, I make 50,000. Oh, I make 100,000. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. What about that all-in cost? What about the realtor fee? What about the closing costs? You know what I'm saying? What about the assignment if you got to pay it out? You know what I'm saying? So for it to be a good deal for me, I gotta take away all those fees, and that's why I'm even where that's why I like to get my deals organic, so that I control the variables and I can back those costs out. And then if that number is still within a good range, then I know it's a good deal to me. Let's go, Antoine. So I know you guys come here to learn flip money with no money in the pocket. Flip properties with no money in the pocket. Here's a good idea. Owner finance deal. This house, owner finance. The owner, we draw up our agreement. He wanted 84,000. I put 25,000 in. I fixed the house. I put my time, my labor. I brought the money, but I could have borrowed the money, guys. So don't get it too technical. Oh, you said no money in the pocket. I know. You guys can go right now and get $25,000 from a family member, or it's a little bit less in probably whatever area you are. So literally, I got the deal. The owner financed it. He brought the note, and all I did was put the money in, put the renovation, and as a result, we sold it. I gave him his money, and I got the remainder. So you guys can do the math. Let's go, Antoine. So that's just before and after of the house, what I did. Now, let's go. So yeah, so let's get so this is my first deal that I did. This deal is 100% no money in the pocket. And what you mean, Okenno? I'll explain to you. Keep it going. So this house, I purchased it. I didn't purchase it off Obzu. That was a typo. I purchased this one off auction.com. So I did Obzu was my first was the my personal house. This one I purchased off auction.com. All right. So when I purchased it, I used a method that they taught me in school, in the flipping school. Basically, I call it flipping school. But they if you have like Chick-fil-A and Starbucks, I love those ones because they already did their feasibility test, meaning they check the area in the neighborhood and they look for certain demography, they look for certain type of population. So they did all of that work for you in qualifying factors. And they basically, if you find a house within a mile radius, that's a good deal. And it worked for me. So what I did was I won the auction. I hit my guy Surge up, and guys, I did my only investment that I did at the time. I did the appraisal and I did the earnest money deposit, because when you win the auction, you have to put an EMD down. Okay, so when I did the auction, I put the EMD down and I put I invested, I think, $500. So the appraisal go between $200 to $250 to $500. Once you put the appraisal money down, which, guys, I'll be honest with you, you can borrow these money from friends. I was all in this deal for like $5,000, but guess what? As soon as we found a lender, which is a private lender, they gave me all the money back when we bought the house. So I didn't have to wait to resell the house to get the money back. They gave me my money back because the deal was we're gonna split the deal 50-50. That was the name of the game. He brought in some partners and we split the deal 50-50. So what was my investment in the deal? Zero. That's the first example of how you can flip money and you can flip houses with no money in the pocket. You find a deal, you get a partner, and you make it happen. But you got to know the numbers. You got to know how to run the deal. You got to know how to qualify and find a deal, which I'm going to show you in the slides to come. Let's go. So this right here is just a breakdown to show you how much I spent at the house. And when you guys, if you submit any deal to us for us to like do partnership with you, it's the same thing we do. I did the same thing. So we got to do a scope of work, right? A scope of work doesn't cost you anything, only unless you have a bad relationship with contractors. You're gonna get a scope of work. You gotta itemize. We give the money in draws, so you get draw 1, draw 2, draw 3. But depending on how much work it is. So you gotta get a detailed scope of work. I'm not talking about kitchen's gonna be 30,000 or the bathrooms is gonna be 10,000. Okay. What make the bathroom need 10,000? You need to break that down to me. The light's gonna be 500. The bathtub's gonna be 1,000. The tile, yada 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 yada. You get the picture. And when you break it down, and you'll be surprised. if you tell most contractors to break the prices down, they're gonna go find some. They're gonna say, oh, whatever, because the traditional contractor, they're lazy. You know what I'm saying? And it's not lazy. It's just old school. They don't want to break it down because that's how they make extra money. And but when you actually get detail, they can't really hide stuff because it's like, oh, it does make sense. As a matter of fact, I had someone, I don't want to call him out, my friend, my good friend, he sent me a rehab estimate, something like this, a scope of work, because I told him to get a scope of work from his contractor, and they pad the bill to 100 grand. So when I look at a scope of work, they had trash out 10 grand or something. So I say, break it down. How much is this dumpster fee? How much is it gonna cost you to trash the house out? Why is it 10 grand? So when he got some, I say, no, they're robbing you. When he went back and got some other estimate, it was 80 something thousand. So he knocked off like 20,000 off the rehab. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta get that detail itemized rehab cost. But that's for something else. We're gonna keep it going. So what you need before making a deal? First and foremost, guys, unless you don't have a deal unless that shit is on the contract. You don't have a deal unless it's under contract. And you make sure you have solid comp that you can refer to. Because when you bring a deal to me or anybody else or an investor, you're doing this thing no money out of pocket, right? You gotta present yourself. So you gotta present yourself, right? You're gonna come present yourself to me. Hey, Okenno, I have a deal. You want to partner with me? What you do is I'm gonna want you to already have the scope of work. I'm gonna already have reliable comps. I'm already have it under contract because I'm not gonna waste my time talking about something that's not real. If it's not under contract, I don't want to hear about it. It's not real. So we're gonna do an inspection. I'm gonna go through that. Listen, remember I say this over and over, and I'm gonna say it again. You make your money when you buy. You make your money when you buy. If you don't get nothing else from this webinar, remember this. You make your money when you buy. You make your money when you buy, not when you sell. Okay? And the reason is this is not wholesaling. This is flipping houses. You're married to the house until you sell it. So you got to make sure you buy properly, because if you don't buy properly, you get stuck with that house, and that's why you lose money. And that's why I've been had the number of success I had, because I buy right. And I'm not taking credit for it all. One of my mentor, he's my hard money lender, and he's also an inspector for over 25 years. He taught me the nicks and tricks, how to properly assess these houses and make sure I'm getting a deal. So when you do your scope of work, if you're new and you don't know nobody, do not take one contractor word for it. Just like the example I told you earlier. Do not take one contractor word for it. Make sure you get more than one contractor, because you'll be surprised. Get 3 at least, because 3, then you can say, okay, this guy's too high or this guy's too low. All right? I already went through the itemized breakdown. Let's go. Okay, so when we inspecting the property, right? This is what I do every day. So when I inspect the property, the first thing I do is exterior. I start with the roof. The roof can tell you so much stuff, right? The roof tells story. The roof tells story, guys. The roof tells story. Meaning, I can't tell you how many houses I pull up to. I can't tell you how many houses I pull up to, and the roof is like this. If you pull up to the house and the roof is like this, unless that's not how the roof is made, you can tell if the roof was made like that or not. You can see the roof, the house is sunken, or the house has structural issue. You can tell right off the bat, in most cases. And a trick that I use, I get the binoculars. Some people say if you want to be fancy, you can get a drone, but I rather binoculars so I can chase and look at the roof line. I can look at the chimney lining. I can look at a lot of stuff with the binoculars. So that's a quick nugget for you. I inspect the windows. If it's wooden windows, you gotta be very careful. Gotta check for broken glass. I just found a place that can replace it. I had an issue on my current flip. I had broken windows, and I forget until the last minute, guys, and tell you it may seem simple, but it was an issue, because guess what? Windows are backlogged for 8 weeks, man. I was stressing. I got an open house tomorrow, and the windows are backlogged for 8 weeks, but I found a company that fixed windows. Let's go. Oh, for the windows too, make sure it's not cloudy inside. I forget that because when it's cloudy inside, that means the seal is broken, so the window is not good anymore. You know, you won't be able to see through it. It's not as visible. But um, that's something that's for another day. Inspect the bricks. Depending on the area, if you're in a Baltimore or New York, somewhere is a lot of brick. Look at the bricks to see that sometimes the bricks, the mortar between the bricks become old and loose, and it just falls out. Make sure you inspect the bricks because sometimes the bricks get old and loose, and if the mortar is falling out, it's weak. The structure is weak. So and make sure you inspect the bricks, and also we're gonna go on it next. But make sure you inspect for any cracks because you have the step cracks, you got the vertical cracks, you got the horizontal crack. Inspect for cracks as well. In my area is mainly siding, so I don't have to really worry about bricks. Be careful of asbestos siding. Asbestos siding, those are the old time siding. It can be very dangerous if provoked. It can be very, very dangerous. But a way to do it is to go over it. If you have it removed, it can be very expensive. But you can paint it. It looks very beautiful paint. Okay, let's go. Foundation. Visually inspect the foundation. Guys, if it's vertical crack, it's bad, but it's not too bad depending on how wide the space is, right? However, if it's horizontal, I'm running. The, if it's a big horizontal crack, I'm running from the house with my model. I don't buy it because more than likely the soil pressure is coming down on the foundation and it's pushing the house in when it's horizontal. That's what happened. So the soil, I don't know if you guys can see. So literally the soil comes down, on the earth and it pushed the house in. So that's what caused a crack. Check out the gutters. Most time water in the basement, people panic. Most time it's from the gutters, guys. Trust me. I flipped a lot of houses, and I'm telling you, the gutters. So don't be scared because of little water. Sometimes the gutters. And water leaves trails and clues. Just follow the clues. Simple solutions, just extend the spout sometime. I went to the house. The first house I went to a house and it had a little bit of water, and what I saw was literally it was coming from the downspout. So check your gutters, guy. And if it really complicated, you can just do a French drain or you can do a dry well. But we'll get to the dry. I'll explain the French drain or dry well for my incoming courses. Let's go. So when I go look at properties, I always bring an outlet tester. I bring a flashlight. I bring a ball. I bring a screwdriver. I bring a mask. You bring a mask to protect your health because you never know. Like sometimes this basement get very moldy. And cameras, take as much pictures as you can because you never know what you will miss. I do a lot of pictures, a lot of pictures and videos. But you want to snap as much pictures that when you go back, you can go reference to something if you didn't get it. Because we move fast. And I'll tell you why I use these things. Let's go, Antoine. Interior. So I start from the top floor. Because while I'm on the top floor, and I didn't make this up. I literally, my mentor taught me this. You start from the top floor because at the top floor, the water runs down, right? Water goes down by gravity. So if you start on the top floor, you turn every pipe on you can turn on. You flush the toilet, you do all of that. So by the time you walk around and everything, when you get to the basement, you'll see if there's any leak. I wish this was a little more interactive, but when you go from the top, when you turn the water on from the top and goes down, by the time you get to the basement, if the pipe is burst, unless it's burst in the wall, which you can see when you walk downstairs, you're going to see the drip so you can know if it's breaking. Now, inspect each outlet because guess what, guys? People know how to cheat the system. You'll see brand new wires in the basement, but guess what? It might be old wires in the wall. You never know. So that's why I bring a outlet tester. I inspect each floor and I inspect each unit in a clockwise manner so that I don't miss anything. So when I go in the house, when I go upstairs, I go from wherever the room is, when I enter the room, I go in a clockwise manner so I don't forget anything. So look inside the attic for any structural issue or in the mold. Because sometimes what happens is in the older house, people get lazy. They vent the bathroom fan in the roof because they too lazy to put the vent outside, and that will cause mold. Let's go. I already explained that. Let's go. Basement is the basement, just like I tell you, when you turn the water on upstairs and you run down to the basement, you will see, guys, if there's any crack. You will see, not crack, you will see if there's any drips or stuff like that in most cases. Sometimes, if it's a very bad leak. So that's why we do that. So you want to inspect. The basement is the basement slash foundation is the most, to me, Okenno, from what I do, is the most important part of any house, because that's the root. That's what everything else stand on. So the basement foundation is the most important. And if you live in like Texas where they have crawl space, the foundation is still the most important, in my opinion. So you inspect the drain pipe. The drain pipe is very tricky. There's a trick to it, but I will the cast iron, they're rot from the inside out. So there's a trick. If the cast iron is rotting from the inside out, you tap it with a screwdriver. That's where you bring the screwdriver. If you hear doom 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 doom, it might indicate that it's rusty inside. But if you hear tick 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 tick, it might indicate that is newer. Okay. You're gonna inspect the walls for crack. You're gonna look at the wires coming out of the circuit breaker, because normally, the wires coming out of the breaker, it can tell sometimes if the guys ain't changing, and like I said, they can change stuff in the wall. You just inspect the wires coming out, because sometimes you got the older wires that's not too good either. Because you got the older Romex, they frail easy. That's why they have the new Romex. The yellow ones are the best ones. All right. We can go to the next one. Oh, the screwdriver too. I want you to use for the screwdriver. You got it when you go to the basement. Make sure you use the screwdriver and poke around the beam and the beam. You can use a screwdriver to poke around the beam and the floor joists. You poke around the beam and the floor joists, because that will show you if the screwdriver goes through, it's rotten. Sometimes you have the duct ants or whatever they call it, particle ants. Forgot the name of it, but you can't see it visually. So sometimes when you stab it, you'll be surprised how many rotten houses you have. And like I say, you make the money when you buy, because you don't want to buy a house that's rotten, man. You go check it. When I'm finished, go check all these stuff on your personal house and see how it is. How do I find investors? Guys, I found investors by do me a favor. If you're getting a value from this, comment, like, and share, man. Let me know if you're getting a value. You know what I'm saying? I can't see what you're saying, but I want to see if you're getting a value. Let me go back to the how you find investors. Be honest with you, most of my investors come from my Facebook right now, because I'm visual. Most of you guys who know me, I don't hide nothing. I show what I'm doing. Oh, thank you. I can see these now. I show what I'm doing. I'm always on Facebook. I'm always on Facebook, right? I'm showing what I'm doing on Instagram. I don't hide nothing. You know what I'm saying? So because of that, I developed trust. And because of trust, people willing to lend me their money, man. People willing to give their money. I got a project, my last deal, I hit 3 guys up, and in no time, I got the money like this. And that's how we do money with deals with no money in the pocket, by showing this is how we do money in the deals with no money in the pocket, by showing people we're credible. We can be trusted. We're not hiding what we're doing. We're not faking what we're doing. We do this for real. So that's the best way. Honesty is the next policy, is the best policy. If you're trying to, if you're trying to be a snake in this business, you're not gonna reach too far, man. Just be honest with people. So deals bring the money, guys. You get a good deal, I'll fund it. Antoine will fund it. A lot of guys will fund it. You have a good deals, you ain't gotta worry about it. You have a good deals, send it to me, Antoine, whoever, somebody in your neighborhood. It don't have to be us. If you have a good deal, start off, you'll get funding, and that's how you do money in the pocket. All right. Look for recent comes, connect with real estate, and next thing, go to your meetups, man. You can find a lot of guys at the meetup. All right. How do you find people to delegate? Me personally, I look at people's strength, and I see what they're good at. And how do I find people to delegate? I look at their strength and see what they're good at, and that's how I delegate my tasks. Like now I'm gonna do this live. I'm here. I'm all the way here in Where's this? I'm all the way here in Atlanta, and I still have an open house tomorrow, and it's after 8. So I don't know if it's pick up. But if my guy pick up, I'll show you a lot. Hey, what's going on, brother?
It's good, man.
Hey, did you get that thing taken care of for me?
Yeah, I put it in. Just the on the other side, the piece was too short.
It was short.
But I left it like that. It looks good with it.
All right,
too short.
Thank you. Are you at the house now?
No, I'm in my house.
Okay. All right, cool. I was gonna FaceTime you because I'm doing a live, so I can show these people that we do this for real. But anyway, thank you, brother. Have a good night. I'll see you.
What do you want me to do?
No, it's fine. It's fine. Thank you. I'll see you when I get back. All right.
Okay, brother.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. Bye bye.
All right.
So you gotta got people you can count on and show you. That's my guy. That's my main guy. Literally, I got stuff doing while I'm away. Let's go, Antoine. How do you find contractors? The best contractors are referral, but I'm a GC, so I bypass that stage. But the best contractor, the best way to find contractor is is word of mouth. Hey, Okenno, who did your roof? I can hook you up with a guy that did my roof. As a matter of fact, I need to call this guy back. He called me earlier because he wanted a guy that did my roof. Yada. Word of mouth referral is the best referral. Home Depot Pro Desk. Home Depot. Anybody who know me know Home Depot is my favorite store. Home Depot Pro Desk. Do not sleep on Home Depot Pro Desk, guys. Home Depot Pro Desk. They know people, and you can go to Home Depot early in the morning and you'll meet contractors. Okay. The next thing you need to do is drive the neighborhood and look at the guys that doing the work. You'll see who do good jobs. Talk to the neighbor. You'll see, and they'll let you know that contractor is sluggish. The contractor is good. And listen, good work leaves traces, guys. Good work leaves traces. If a contractor work site is messy, his job is more than likely not going to be too neat. So you want to look at that too. Ask question, get reference, and you'll find good contractor. The last issue you really, really want is a bad contractor, and that's where a lot of people mess up. Even people that's doing it big time. I can't tell you how much big time people are here. Oh my God, I'm losing money. I was recently at a conference. I heard a big guy, which he's doing it big time, but he's spending so much money because he's not finding good contractors, or because you got to find good contractors, guys. Let's go. Guys, I'm glad I had this live. I got this live example. This guy, I just called him. It's 8 o'clock. He was willing to leave his house. And guys, I did not plan this. I swear to God, put this on my daughter. Did not plan this. I just called him, right? You see, he picked up the phone. He did what I wanted him to do. The open house is tomorrow. All right. The open house is tomorrow, and he's willing to go above and beyond just by the way you treat people. You know what I'm saying? Never pay up front. I break it up in 3, and I pay by productivity. I'll get in details, in my course. Compensate with bonus. That's something. I do with all my guys. Make sure you make sure when you get the contractors, they itemize the work. That's how a lot of you guys get screwed, especially y'all doing it big time. They go and they give you, the kitchen gonna cost 10 grand. The kitchen, 10 grand for what? You know what I'm saying? That's how you get screwed. You got to manage contractor by getting stuff on paper, written down. You're going to do this amount of work, this, exactly to the T. A lot of people don't like doing it, but the ones that do, there's a good one to keep. Hold on to those contractors. Let's go, Antoine. Guys, if you like I said before, man, gotta keep me motivated, keep me hot. If you're getting them value, let me see those thumbs, those heart emoji, whatever. Let me know you're getting values, all right? And drop your comments. So estimates, I've used this before. Blue Hammer in PropStream, they can get estimate off that. You can get a trusted contractor's opinion. Just like I said, get 3 opinions, all right? And keep up with the supply chains as well, because the pandemic, the lumber goes up and the price went up and stuff, so things might change in terms of the price of the material and the labor as well, but it shouldn't be that drastic. Just but look at the supply chain. We know everybody talking about the lumber and plywood, everything's expensive, but just look at it accordingly, you know what I'm saying? And that's how you do the estimate. Know your market, man. Like in Massachusetts, that's where I'm from, it's gonna be way more than doing it in Florida because the labor the minimum wage is different and the labor is different, you know what I'm saying? So what it'll cost me to do something in Massachusetts might not necessarily be what it costs you to do it in wherever you are. So know what the minimum wage is in your area, and that will tell you if you're overpaying or if you're getting ripped off. Let's go. So this is very good. I use this. I know it may vary a little bit. It may vary a little bit, but this thing is very spot on for me. It may vary different from your state. Light rehab is typically $10 to $15 per square foot. So if you have a house and the square footage is 1,000, just times the total square footage by, depending on how, if it's very bad and you need a light rehab, say 15. So you say 15,000. You know what I'm saying? And if it's medium, you do between 25 to 30. If it's heavy, you do 35 to 40. And that meaning if it has structural stuff. So I never go to me. I never ever reach heavy because I don't. That's not in my criteria. That's not in my scope. Like that's not in my model. I do not do heavy. I might go medium a little bit, but I always stick between medium to light rehab. But you want to get light is $10 to $15, medium is 25 to 30, and heavy is 35 to 40. And for you that wholesale, you can use this as a guide when you're looking to say, hey, if somebody asks you how much rehab you think it is, just do a quick calculation and you can give that to them. Just times it by the total number of square foot. Let's go. I already talked about the lumber stuff, so you guys can just look at the slide. All right, you always rehab tip. You always want to do your clean out yourself, guy. You always want to do your rehab, your clean out yourself. Reason is you never know what you can find. I literally found gold in my house. I also found an antique gun, and I found some crazy stuff too. But you want to do your clean out yourself. And a way to be productive is you can donate the large furnitures and clothes, anything you have in good condition, donate it to Salvation Army. And guess what? You can get a tax write-off for that. So you guys are flipping big time. Instead of throwing everything in the dumpster, instead of throwing everything in the dumpster, you can literally put the stuff to Salvation Army and you get a tax write-off for it. So you utilize and you make up on the back end. You can also have a yard sale, man. Every money count, brother. Every money count. You can have a yard sale, and guess what? But look, I go through them pockets, man. Run them jaws. Don't be too bougie. I ain't too bougie. I run all them pockets. I go in the creeks. I try to look. Call them old people, especially those older house. Them old people love hiding stuff, and you'll be surprised what you find. So I don't let nobody clean my houses out. I get down and dirty. That's just for me though. You can do whatever whatever you please, but that's what I like doing. I clean out my houses. I at least go through it first to make sure if something is hidden, I want to find it. Next thing is when you do the clean out, a lot of guys make bank from this, and whoever follow me on Facebook or follow me on Instagram, you guys know that you can see me do this all the time. Guys, you can make a lot of gas money on the scrap metal. Think about it. If you bring the scrap metal like copper, whatever you find in the basement, you bring it to the scrap yard, to the dump. You bring that thing to the dump. That's like $100. You know what I'm saying? Depending on the weight. You bring the old refrigerator, anything that's metal. You bring it to the dump. Literally, guys, you can make $100 just by bringing the damn thing to the dump. And think about it. If you're doing a big storm and you have 5 of these houses, that's what? $500 in a day, you know? So just easy money, man. Let's go. How do you find deals? The best way I found my deals is driving for dollars. And that, I'm just speaking from my experience. I drive for dollars every single day. My last two deals were one was the most recent one's from Giant for Dollars. I locked it up. I called the owners myself. I used True People Search. I searched a lady up, called her, and she referred me to a realtor, which I partnered up with a realtor. This is kind of off topic a little bit, but guys, do not burn people. Partner up with your realtors. You'll be surprised. They'll send you deals. As a matter of fact, the deal before that I got from a referral. Thanks, shout out to go out to Amarillo. Use the he sent me this referral from this guy, and that's how I got that deal, which is like a realtor connect. So, and guys, do me a favor right now. Do me a favor, everyone that's watching this live. Do me a favor right now. Post on your social media, Facebook, text everyone in your phone contact. I don't know if you can text blast your phone contacts, but on your time, text everybody this message right there. Hey, friends and family, I have access to a lot of capital and I'm looking for my next house to buy. Let me know if you or someone has one that they'll like to sell. That's simple. Post it right now and tag me. I'm joking. You don't have to tag me. That's your lead. But post it on your Facebook, post it on your WhatsApp status, post it on all your social media platform, and just tell somebody. You'll be surprised, man. You want to talk about what you do. That's how I find a lot of my deals. I never know. Literally, I have this other investor friend just call me right now. He has a deal. You know, I'm gonna show you guys. I'm not. He has a deal. I don't know where I'm at with time. Hey, what's up? What's up, my friend?
What you doing?
You say you got a deal for me? I'm on live right now, but you called me earlier. I just want to show these people I'm not capping. You say you got a deal for me?
Yeah. You're on your live, though.
Yeah. Don't say the name. Don't say the address, but I'm gonna call you right back.
All right.
Thank you. All right, guys. I'm telling you, and that's a big time investor where I'm from. But when you do good relationship, you do good business with people. I started off from the bottom. I'm not nowhere. I'm still in the basement. I'm not nowhere yet. I'm not. But I've made connection. Do people right, and your referral is big, man. Referral. You don't want to burn people. You don't want to burn bridges. Just do the right thing and be consistent, man, and be real with people, man. Be real. Let's go. Shout out to my guy Mark. He's a big time player in my market. I have so much respect for him. He's a big dog in my market. So my nightmare deal, the worst deal I had. This is a deal that I made 11,000 on it, and I made 11,000. Shout out to Craig, man. Craig, I ain't got no hard feelings, man. You're still my boy, bro. But this deal cost my relationship with Craig, and that's still my boy. Whatever. But shout out to Craig. You're doing your thing. I'm proud of you. Keep doing your thing, brother. This deal I had it for 10 months, man. 10 months. I'm telling you. A lot of people don't talk about their failures. I talk about mine. The other day, I'm doing my flip, and I forgot to change the electricity, and the owner turned the damn electricity off. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? This is about entrepreneurship. You find solution. I literally went. I have a good relationship with the electric company. They turned it on back the other day because the open house is tomorrow. So, long story short, I chose the wrong buyer. And I'm gonna get in detail when I do my book or whatever the next things that we do. I'll get in detail. But long story short, I had a failed listing, guys. I had a failed listing. I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't too proud because I'm a type of guy. I do not like to fail. If I fail, I don't like to fail. Fail is not an option for me. But I had a failed listing. You know what I'm saying? And I had it for 10 months, and it's not because it's not because it wasn't a good house. It was because I found the wrong buyers inconsistently, man. It's just ridiculous. But I ended up selling it through my network. Shout out to Janice. I sold it through my network, and when I sold it to my network, what happened was the lady that bought the house, she had a daughter like me, so that's why I really was compelled to sell to her. I looked up the value of the house. She has like 30,000 equity in the house, so it was a win-win deal. I lost. I could have made more money, and that, by the way, guys, that was a deal. I got that deal, no money in the pocket. I can get money. I get 100% purchase, 100% rehab, everything because I buy into the program that I'm gonna give you guys access to. I get 100% everything. I was able to do that deal with no money in my pocket, but I ended up making like 11,000. Still something, It could have been worse. Let's go. Lessons I learned, like I say, the biggest lessons I've learned, in the people don't talk about the failure. The biggest lessons I've learned personally is always look at your deal, your offers, man. Like, look at your offers carefully. I'm gonna have IS and Best on Monday for this house I'm listing tomorrow. That the open house tomorrow. The IS and Best will be due on Monday, and I'm not gonna rush. I was a rookie back then, you know. I'm still a rookie, but I was a rookie that then. I just saw good offers and take the first IS person. Nope, the IS is not necessarily the best, guys. Look over the offers, and in the course to come, I'll go more in detail. Make sure you get a home inspection if possible. Make sure you are at the home inspection or get a home inspection. You know why? Because if there's something comes up with a house, you can address it right away. Sometimes something minor, but these people are first-time home buyers. You got to remember, these people never bought a house in their life. It's a big investment buying the first house. Little stuff can scare them. It's probably a little issue, but you got to be there to nip it in the butt right away and show and just reassure them that it's not real that big deal. I always do a final walkthrough before the walkthrough. Guys, whoever watched me, you can vouch that I do this. Before I came to Atlanta, I did a walkthrough of that house. I make sure I turn all the lights on, all the water on. I make sure I turn the AC system, everything. Because when people go to open house, that's what they do. So I make sure it works. So when they go, they don't have to check. And leaks in the basement, I already went over that. Let's go. That's some before and after, guys, so you guys can, see that I'm real in the field. For those of you who don't know me, like literally, that's just before. That's just literally paint and cleaning up. Let's go. Oh, black doors been go back. Black doors have given me a lot of black doors have given me a lot of return on my money. I don't know if it's black doors or red door. I always paint my doors either black or red, depending on the house. But black or red always give me good return on my money. Let's go, guys. Listen, the most important part of any property, I don't care where you are, the most important part of any property is the kitchen, and I'm biased to that. Prove me wrong otherwise. You want to make sure the kitchen stands out. If nothing else look good in that house, make sure the kitchen stands out. The kitchen is the most important part in terms of, like, the most money must be invested in the kitchen. Reason being, you want to wow the buyers. And guess what? I'm not trying to be gender. I don't know the word. I don't want to be I'm not trying to be. I can't find a word, but you guys know what I mean. Female, they normally the main decision maker when buying a house. Female, right? Whether or not you depend on what you like. Whoever is playing the female role, they're normally the decision maker in the house. And guess what? That person, if the kitchen stand out, and I'm not trying to be like, oh, whatever in the kitchen, please don't take it like this, guys. But the kitchen is the biggest selling point in any house. And you guys can see, I'm gonna go in detail, and when I do the other when I do the further course, I'll go in detail how I break down my flips. But kitchen is the most important. Let's go. Let's go, Antoine. We don't want to kill them with too much. Yeah, let's go through those stuff. Let's go through those stuff. Guys, if you're getting a value from this at all, please, I'm asking you. If you get any value, go follow my group, the Rehab Kingdom. This is free. I'm giving y'all free content. I'm not charging anything, and you guys don't have to, like, if you feel propelled to do anything after, that's totally up to you. If you need proof of fund, if you need hard money, go to my website right there, or we have something coming out. Antoine, do you have the website up already for the hard money, or we ain't got that yet? Me and Antoine working on a website that we're gonna get you guys a lot.
Yeah, the website will be launched. It's called you want to make the announcement? We'll be calling our new hard money business. It's gonna be called Hard Money Plug.
So the website, Hard Money Plug. Put the link. You ain't make it yet, but Hard Money Plug, Antonio. We already had a domain, so that's gonna be our stuff. You want money? that should not be the issue. Hardmoneyplug.com. I think that's what it's gonna be, right, Antoine?
Yeah, we already got a domain. We just gotta launch
All
it and
right.
make it go.
All right, cool. So, but in the meantime, if you need any like proof of fund, if you need to get funded, you can go to my website. That's my website. You can go there and you can get money. You can get proof of fund. You can get CMA report, and follow me on Facebook, Okenno Rehab King Johnson. That's like my more personal stuff. But I'm an open book. I don't have nothing to hide. You see me and my daughter and my flips. That's it. And sometimes I go, go party a little bit. I'm just 27, so forgive me, guys. I'm not perfect, but I keep it real. Follow me on IG, Rehab King _Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Follow me on IG, Rehab King _Johnson. My right name is Smith, but I do not use Smith for personal reasons because you know how it is. But Johnson's what I go by. That's my mom's name. Okay, if anybody is in confusion about that. Antoine, you want to make the announcement or what?
Yeah, so everybody, listen, guys. If you got any questions, feel free to drop your questions. Okay, I'm going to be here for another few minutes. Drop your questions. If you have any questions about what you saw tonight, we got some amazing stuff on the way. When I started flipping years ago, I wish it was somebody like Okenno came in to show me the game and teach me. I had to learn from struggles and failures. You know what I mean? So the stuff we got lined up for you is going to be amazing. Listen, join us August 21st and 22nd. We're doing a 2-day event, guys. We're going to be giving the whole game away. When Mel Okenno came together, I said, listen, we got to do this for the community. We got to let everybody know that if they want to fix and flip, they can do it. It's going to be phenomenal. We're going to do a live event. It's VIP tickets. And the beautiful thing about this event, we got a whole entire space for you where you're going to get the workbooks. You're going to get the contracts. You're going to get the calculators. You're going to get the draw sheets. You're going to get everything. You know what I mean? You're going to get materials. We guarantee you financing. Oh, shit, the cat's back there fighting. We guarantee you financing, right? We guarantee you financing. The way we teach and we're going to structure your deals and stuff, we're going to help you get the financing. If need to be certain opportunities, especially in my area, I will partner with you. I'm pretty sure Okenno will my partner with you. We want you here. It's going to be in the DMV, August 21st to the 22nd. We're going to go out to dinner. You know what I mean? We're going to be streaming this. If you can't make it to the DMV, don't you worry. We're going to have virtual tickets as well. We're going to be streaming this live. So get your virtual tickets if you can't make it. But if you want to, be around some like-minded people, you want to go to the next level, if you want to do fix and flips, you don't always have to wholesale, guys. Add some diversity to what you do, and I guarantee you, Okenno is the guy that's going to take you there because his passion for what he do, because his details, because he's consistent, because he do everything he says he's going to do. That's why I chose for me to partner with somebody like him to teach and show you guys exactly what he do and how he became successful. And here's his pitch. He's not going to. We're not trying to show you how to tear down houses. We're trying to show you how to create a strategy and stick to it so you can have a winning solution to be able to, make a ton of money. You know what I mean? So like I said, we're going to be giving you proof of funds letter, VIP dinner. You're going to be sitting in the studio with us, right? You're going to be able to talk to everybody. We're going to be going to Top Golf. We're going to have a whole day out in the field. We're going to rent a bus. We're going to go through some rehabs. We're going to show you how to walk the properties and literally come up with a scope of work. Everything you need to be successful, guys, I'm telling you, take advantage of it. It's not that many spaces. I think it's only 10 spaces for VIP. We're not trying to put 30, 40 people in a room. We only want 10 or 15 solid people that's interested in getting to the next level. But like I said, if you want the virtual webinar ticket, you're still going to get the power book. You're still going to get the contract. You're still going to get the script. You're still going to get one-day access to the event that's recorded because the other day is for us to mastermind and be out in the field. If you want to learn more, you can visit the site, CEO929.com/Rehab King. We should convert it back over to the sales page now. I'm telling you, we're going to leave this up on my YouTube. We're going to leave this everywhere. I'm going to let my audience know. Okenno going to let his audience know. It's going to be it's going to be like a family reunion, guys. It's going to be an amazing thing. So if you want the VIP ticket, which I definitely recommend, get the VIP ticket, and I promise you, we guarantee you financing. We get you the proof of funds letter. We're literally going to set you up for success.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and if any of y'all in the Northeast region, you can pull up on me anytime. I always say that. I do this for real. 365 days a week. I'm here in Atlanta doing some other stuff. yo, we do this for real. So this is not no I don't, like, I'm just trying to give back. I literally I literally paid 25K to get in, and since that I've been investing myself.
Right.
I paid to come here, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to sell no nothing. I just want to see people that's serious, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not hurting for the money. I don't need the money. I sure Antoine don't either. But we want to know that you guys, shit, that money right there is probably just for the bus tour alone, Antoine. That's really
Yeah.
cheap. And the dinner, that's dinner money.
I mean, when you add it up, like, bro, it ain't about the money, right? Let's get that
Right.
out the way
I'm
first.
really trying to
It's
give
about
back.
putting people in position where when I started flipping, I didn't have nobody, and I made thousands of dollars worth of mistake, and you paid 25 plus thousand in your coaching and education. So giving them an
On flipping
opportunity to get,
on that one, I paid way more on others. You know what I'm
but I'm
saying?
saying me too. But I'm saying giving them an opportunity,
Mm-hmm.
the entry level to get into this business and get the guaranteed financing, right? When we say guarantee, we're going to teach you and show you exactly how to get the financing, right? We run the financing. We got the money, But the question is, you need to learn the criteria on what lenders look for. So that's first thing first. So guys, if you have any questions, start dropping your questions right now in the
Yes.
comments right now, so we can answer any questions you may have. Most of you don't know I fix and flip too. So, but like I said, I prefer Okenno to do this because he's so passionate, right? He's so passionate. He loves it. I love the way he get up in the morning. He posts. This the best guy to teach you how to get to the next level.
How do you get bank to sell asset to you? How do you get banks to sell the assets to you? Man, I don't have a connection with the bank. I ain't gonna lie you. Wait, if the bank goes in foreclosure and they want to sell it on auction site, then I'll get it through the auction site. Those
Right,
that's the only bank
right.
properties I get.
The,
But I
the,
don't
the
have no
only
connection with the bank directly.
The only thing I can tell you is to get you a solid relative that can represent you, that has relationships with other relatives that's REO agents, that allow you to buy these deals. But the banks won't most likely deal with you directly unless you're like a hedge fund and you buying like fucking 50 houses, 60 houses at a time off their books. And if you're not doing that, the best thing to do, start understanding auction.com, the other site Okenno bought from, and the MLS. The easiest thing to get to do, guys, and you only need a relative to do this. Go to Redfin or Zillow, create a criteria, put your email list in there, and literally they're going to send you deals every time they hit the market. I bought a couple of deals that way, up in Pennsylvania, where people like, damn, how you buy this house? Nobody know about this. Oh, as soon as it hit the market, I'll have my realtor already on it. Like Okenno said, coming up with a formula where you can estimate repairs. And I bought a couple of houses sight unseen and made tons of money doing it that way. So we'll teach you all of that. We're going to be there for 2 whole days teaching and showing you how to get to the next level. I think someone asked, do you offer mentorship? Listen, start here first. Don't go spending 20, 30 thousand dollars. Make this investment first. Get the solid education. Build your foundation. Let's help you underwrite deals. Get your first deal going. Once you make a little money, then you go buy you some 20, 30 thousand dollar mentorship if that's right for you. But right now, let's start right here first, so that way you can at least get going. The number one issue people have is that uh, they don't know how to get started, or they don't know what it takes to make that commitment to get started. And that's what Okenno brings to the table. He's going to teach you the whole entire game. He's literally a open book.
And Antoine, if you ain't got no more questions, man, I'm gonna go eat some food. I've been in class all day.
Hey man, listen, enjoy yourself. Like I said, we're going to keep this video up on my YouTube. I got a ton of subscribers on my YouTube, and like I said, see you guys in August. We probably do another webinar
Hey,
before then.
Auntie, shout out.
Yeah. So someone said, "Do you buy in Pittsburgh?" I currently don't buy in Pittsburgh, but I got plenty of buyers there. So if you got a deal you need help selling, me and Okenno, we can get you a buyer ASAP.
Antoine, I mentioned that we got buyers nationwide.
We got buyers nationwide. We just launched a company called Dispo Authority. Literally, we did a soft launch last week. We got a few deals. We about to start moving, but we really about to get aggressive. Start Monday. I just onboarded my team and put them through some training and stuff, and they'll be ready to go Monday. So if you got some deals, send them to me. DM me Okenno, and we'll look at it. If we can get you some buyers, we'll make that work. But other than that, hey, listen, brother, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming on. Amazing presentation. So
Thank
much
you.
content. You did your thing, brother. Go enjoy yourself. Enjoy Atlanta. Do me a favor, get some chicken and waffles on my behalf. I wish I was there, but we have a cookout tomorrow.
Yo, I
So,
got some lunch today. That was the first lunch, man. Oh my god,
what
that
you
lunch
get?
was good. Yo, they gave me we got some chicken, fish, so the macaroni and cheese. Oh,
Oh, the macaroni and cheese, like somebody grandma made it.
yeah, yo, the macaroni and cheese was crazy. Shout out to Diddy and Lenny, man. That food was off the chain. Shout out
Yeah,
to
they
Real
them boys
Estate
not
Diddy
they
and
not
Lenny,
do
man.
event. Yeah, Diddy solid, man. Yeah, he's
Man,
solid.
yo, them boys ain't playing. Antoine, you want to see this venue, bro? Hold on. I know this off topic, man. Yo, this venue was like, it's crazy.
Yeah, but that's how you do it.
Yes, sir.
That's
But
how you
yo,
do it.
I'm gonna let you go, man. I'm gonna go eat some food.
Hey, eat some food, man. See you, man. Talk to you soon. Remember, guys, if you got deals, send them to us. Admin@dispoauthority.com. The website will be live Monday. We doing some tweaks to it. Like I said, we got buyers nationwide. And we take good care of you. Why would you want to work with us? Because we honest, we ethical, we do what we say we're gonna do, and we're gonna make sure that your deals get sold really smoothly and low key and out the way. So, other than that, man, catch you guys later. Sacrifice now, ball forever. If you want to come to the cookout tomorrow, come on through, man. We got chicken, burgers, hot dogs, turkey burgers, veggie burgers, um, salad. Like it's going to be an amazing event. Most importantly, the networking. Remember the value in networking is everything. It's going to be people there. People probably going to be bringing deals. They're going to be talking about um, what they currently doing, what's working. They're going to be talking about marketing strategy. We got a lot of players showing up tomorrow at the cookout. Pull up, man. We make this a lifestyle. That's the cookout this month. Next month we're gonna do golfing.
Woo!
So,
I'm there.
so yeah, pull up at the Top Golf. I'm going to reserve that. We're going to rent like 4 or 5 days, like I always do. Remember, man, when you come hang with me, we have a good time. So if you want to have a good time, you want to make a good time and make money in the process, come hang with us. But other
Antoine,
than
I
that,
think
man,
you should bring that jet ski back. I remember I saw you with that jet ski thing.
oh
Let's
man, we
do
can do
that.
that too. You
Yeah, I
want
want
to
to
do that
do that.
instead?
I want to do that jet ski thing, man.
Man, meet me in Ocean City. We'll get on the jet skis.
All right, bro.
All right, brother. Appreciate y'all.
All right. Peace.
All right.